Oh boy. Okay, Bandle City, let's go. Back in April, we released a video talking about the upcoming champions for the Empires of the Ascendant set. And despite the video's topic being the data mine and the leak that happened, the comments focused on one specific thing, the mention of Bandle City being rumored as the 10th region. Given the debate and theories that surround the 10th region, we have decided to make a video series composed of 3 videos that focuses on each of the 3 contenders for the title of Legends of Runeterra's 10th and final region, set to be released after Shurima's time in the spotlight ends. The remaining regions, Yordle, the Void and Bandle City, offer something different to the game, and we shouldn't write any of them off just yet. Today, we're going to be going over the Bandle City region. You can find the other 2 videos linked in the description, as a card, and at the end of this video. That being said, let's pack our bags and visit the mystical and elusive Bandle City. Like the Void, Bandle City isn't a physical location in Runeterra, as it is part of the Spirit Realm. There are gateways that exist between Runeterra and the home of the Yordles, and are invisible to the untrained eye. During Yuumi's teaser, we were able to see a first glimpse of the gateways and their reach. We don't have that much representation of Bandle City itself in artwork or videos, as this region's lore has had multiple changes over the years. The closest we have ever seen of it comes from the Pentakill music video, and even that seems to be no longer a canonical representation of the region. However, we have seen the portals from Bandle City to Runeterra in action during the Tales of Runeterra Don't Mess with Yordles video. Bandle City is an interesting region due to how old it is. Teemo and Tristana were among the original champions after all. I think no region has had more changes than Bandle City has. Originally, this region was like the Smurf village, a physical location hidden from humans, before being adapted to be a part of the Spirit Realm. We should also point out that Yordles at some point didn't show their true selves to humans, taking a temporary human form to go unnoticed, but this appears to be dropped in recent years. Before we jump into Bandle City's chances of being the final region for Legends of Runeterra, I would like to mention that in this video we're going to try to be neutral. We'll make sure to highlight both the potential Bandle City has as a region in the game, but also make the case against it. And don't worry, this won't be exclusive to Bandle City. We're also doing this with the Void and Yordle on their respective videos. In this series, you will encounter a clear answer to the question, which is going to be the 10th region in Legends of Runeterra. We're trying to present each region's case, and let you draw your own conclusions. And we'd like to hear from you. Maybe we've missed something, or you completely disagree. So please make sure to comment below your own theories and counterpoints for each region. Now that we've covered that, let's go into what Bandle City has going for and against it in terms of becoming the final region in Legends of Runeterra. Bandle City is the home of the Yordles, and there are a few of them in Legends of Runeterra. According to the universe page for League of Legends, we can actually see which ones are directly linked to this region. Those being Corki, Rumble, Tristana, Veigar, Lulu, who got added to Ionia during the Targon expansion, and Teemo, which is located in Piltover Sun since the Foundation's days. The other champion related to this region is Yuumi, the pet of a Yordle who went missing. This brings us to a total of 5 free champions linked directly to Bandle City. However, we must shine a spotlight on the other Yordles, who could be making an appearance in the Bandle City region, despite them not being associated directly with it, according to the universe page. These Yordles are Kled, who is related to Noxus, Gnar, who resides in Freljord, Kennen, a member of the Kinku Order in Ionia, Six, located in Son, Poppy, who is currently in Demacia, and Heimerdinger, a character that was in the game since its launch for Piltover Sun. As a side note, I would like to point out that I'm not considering a Mumu. Although it has been speculated to be a Yordle, we don't have an official announcement from Riot, since they have been keeping him shrouded in mystery. With this, we have a hypothetical number of 10 characters for Bandle City, but it seems unlikely since some of these Yordles have strong ties to other regions, so we could probably see them sprinkled around each of those regions. similar to what I brought up during the Voids video. While in the topic of the Voids video, I should also bring up the point that was made at the end of that video. There is the possibility that the 10th region won't be what we expect. When talking about the Void, the developers mentioned that if they went with it, we should expect to see non-Void champions in the region, due to the low number of Void champions. If we apply the same logic to Bandle City, we encounter the possibility that we could have champions that are not related to Bandle City in the region. If this was the case, we could see some champions related to the Spirit Realm or powerful magic. For example, the Vastayan champions, and other champions that are not related to a physical region in Runeterra. Moving away from that awful theory of possible non-Yordle champions that could appear in Bandle City, we have our next Bandle City clue in the logo of the game. As most Legends of Runeterra players know, there are multiple logos for the game. We have the simplified logo, consisting of only an R, the full logo, with the title of the game, and a third logo that has details on each of the letters and a subtitle. This final logo points out to each of the regions available in Legends of Runeterra, all but one. Before we continue and talk about the remaining letter, TheSkilledRoy made a video about Bandle City being the final region of the game. I recommend you check this out, because in this video he goes over each letter and the region it is connected to. And today we're only going to focus on the letter destined to the 10th region. So if you want to learn more, the video is on the right corner and in the description. As we have said, each letter represents a region, and it also includes details from each region's crests. If we look at all the letters, we notice that the N is the only one not linked to any region currently available in the game. And if we go over the 3 remaining crests, we can see that the leaves from Bandle City seem to be the ones selected to represent this letter. If we go by this logic, Bandle City was confirmed to be a region in the game since it was announced. We've gone over the datamine of the region icons from Legends of Runeterra in our previous videos, but in case you haven't watched them, here's a recap. The logos for Targon, Shurima, the Void and Bandle City were in the files of the game since it was launched, and all of them have been updated to a final design that is more indicative of their current crests and colors in-game. Ishtal's logo is nowhere to be found, and both Bandle City and the Void are in, implying that these regions will be present in one way or another. Which brings us to dual regions. This was first brought up in our Void video, where we talked about how the new design for the region section in the cards were uncovered in the files. These new sections are elongated and have space for a second region to be placed. After this finding, the dual region theory was born. Since today we're talking about Bandle City, it is natural to bring up what will happen to the Yordle Champions and followers that are already in the game. Some players have taken their inclusion as proof that Bandle City is not going to be the 10th region. But if the developers were to update the cards to include Bandle City as the secondary region, this issue would be fixed. This would also help introduce other Yordle Champions that are in other regions into Bandle City, as they could have followers and spells that are also related to their original region. By doing this, we have enough champions for the 10th region, and it proves a solution for adding other Yordles to Bandle City in the future. That being said, we don't know for certain which region will be added. Although the evidence points out that Bandle City might be it, the developers could surprise us. Regardless of this, we know that Bandle City champions are going to be added at some point to the game, as the developers have shared their intentions of bringing every champion from League of Legends to Legends of Runeterra eventually. What are your thoughts on Bandle City's chances of being the 10th region? Did I miss anything in this video? Please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the other videos from this series about Ishtal and the Void. The playlist will be linked in the description and at the end of the video. Thank you again for watching, and good luck with your games!